Yellowstone just made headlines with troubling news confirming that the show will not continue after Season 5. Even though there were speculations on the show's fate since February, no one believed that it would truly come to an end this early. It's true that the series wasn't as impressive as it once was back in its first 3 seasons, but still, it would be unfair to claim that Yellowstone was less successful than before. In fact, with Season 5, the series was finally reaching the exciting point of the storyline, with the Dutton family feud reaching the breaking point. In Season 5, Part 1 of the series, we watched the family breaking into 2 groups fighting with one another, with the intention of eliminating the opposite side. It created an image that the Duttons were no longer interested in the real enemy and were preferring to feud with one another instead. It was bold, exciting, and cruel. And yet, in Season 5, Part 2, we will witness the show turning back to its roots one more time, with the arch-enemies of the family joining their forces, aka Jamie and Beth. In Season 5, Part 1 of the show, we watched Beth and Jamie going back and forth in their relationship as siblings. On the one hand, it seemed like they were finally seeing eye to eye despite everything they have been through. The fact that their father has become the governor and wanted to see both of them at his side forced the two to act together on multiple occasions. John encouraged Beth to be respectful to Jamie while warning Jamie on being loyal to their family values. Thanks to such encouragements, we, for instance, watched Jamie saving Beth from imprisonment, which was quite remarkable considering the fact that she forced him to kill his biological father only a few months prior. Still, these little glimpses of hope regarding their potential reconciliation were quickly overshadowed by the inevitable animosity between the two. Beth's realization of Jamie having his own baby and the fact that Beth was constantly insulting Jamie about whatever he does were some indications that things were still quite rough between the two siblings. And yet, the entrance of Sarah Atwood to the picture became the real triggering factor that pushed both sides to the edge. Forming a romantic relationship with Sarah, Jamie quickly turned his face off of his family. He is both manipulated and realized how right he was in getting angry at the Duttons' actions in Montana. He remembered all his resentment toward the family one by one and ultimately decided that it was time to take solid action against them. And that action was nothing less than demanding the impeachment of John. Of course, this was a major betrayal in Beth's eyes, as she values her father more than anyone else in this world. So she quickly rushed to Jamie, attacked him, and let him know that he will not get away with this. In response, Jamie expressed that he is the right one in this and will not take a step back. In the end, we saw the two planning to kill one another with their allies, aka Sarah and John. Now, if this was a regular show and we were a bunch of regular audiences, we would have supposed that Part 2 of the series will witness Beth and Jamie try and kill each other. However, neither Yellowstone nor we are regular by any means, so we embrace the weirdness, major plot twists, and more importantly, major family drama. In our opinion, it doesn't make sense for Jamie and Beth to fight with each other when there is the common enemy of market equities out there. We believe Jamie is with Sarah as part of the plan to overthrow market equities. We believe Beth is the one who plots the plan in the first place. Because think about it. Why would a character like Beth, who is known for her obsessive nature, let Jamie develop such an intense romance with Sarah? Why would she let him take things this far if she wasn't looking at the bigger picture? Besides, can you imagine Jamie betraying John? Like seriously, the man stood by his father against all odds despite the fact that his heart was broken into millions of pieces. And we also know that John will always be fond of him as well. So even if the two were meant to kill each other at one point, we believe they wouldn't be able to stick with it. Instead, they would realize that the real enemy is right beside them, and thus they need to join forces to be ultimate winners. For all these reasons, there is a high chance that we will watch Beth and Jamie acting together in Season 5, Part 2 of Yellowstone in an effort to provide the show with a glorious ending in which the Dutton family united against its enemies. Can you think of a more epic ending? We certainly cannot. What are your thoughts on this theory? Do you see Jamie and Beth acting as true siblings for once? Would you like to see market equities defeated before the ending of Yellowstone? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.